He is the most miserable protagonist in the world. Just when his childhood friend was about to confess her feelings to him, the world began to collapse, and a voice echoed in his head, endlessly repeating, initiating world rebirth, beginning world rewrite. When he looked around, the city had turned into ruins, and demons were freely roaming the streets. What's more, his former comrades and childhood friend no longer remembered him. It was as if the world had simply thrown him away. In search of the truth, he discovers a sacred sword that once saved the world. However, the moment he touches the sword, he is pulled into a mysterious space where a girl, half angel, half demon, is sealed. Though she belongs to a divine race, she pleads for help from an ordinary human. It seems unbelievable, especially considering that 100 years ago, a bloody war broke out between humans and other races. Back then, there were 5 great races in the world. Demons, who wielded powerful magic. The Godkin, composed of angels, elves, and other half-humans. Ghost spirits, who possessed unique bodies, and beast-like monsters led by dragons. Humans were at a disadvantage for a long time, but thanks to the appearance of the prophet Sid, they managed to turn the tide of war and seal the other 4 races within a pyramid. The protagonist, Kai, was the one assigned to oversee this pyramid. Every day, he and his comrades would check if anything unusual had happened. But in 100 years, no anomalies ever occurred, and the rest of the time was spent training at the base. During training, Kai would always set the difficulty of the mechanical dummies to the maximum. In one session, he faced off against a giant dragon, skillfully dodging its attacks and trying to knock it down. But against such a massive creature, that tactic proved useless. If his comrade hadn't turned off the training mode, he would have been torn to pieces. During a break, Kai received an invitation from Jean to spend the weekend together. She asked him to keep it secret, though their comrades were already aware of their intentions. On the appointed day, Jean looked stunning, but Kai showed up in full combat gear. She didn't mind, and they had a great time wandering around various places. However, while crossing the street, Jean was just about to confess her love to Kai when suddenly the world around them began to distort, and space and time fell out of order. When he turned around, the once prosperous city had become a ruin. As Kai stood in shock, a gigantic hand stretched out from afar, followed by an enormous monster with fangs and wings. It was a demon, a member of the race that was supposed to be sealed within the pyramid. Before Kai could comprehend what was happening, the demon attacked him with magic. He instantly grabbed a weapon crate to defend himself.